Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a tiny little game called ROVE. ROVE, or Results Oriented Versatile Explorer, ROVE, is the newest game from Button Shy Games, and it's a solo only game. Button Shy does this where they put games in these little like wallets. They have like 18 cards. This one has a little more because I have an expansion, but they're usually 18 cards. And what you're doing in this is you're trying to, let's see if there's some backstory in the book here. Let's see. Because you know how I love the backstory. You're surveying land with your rover. There's the backstory. Done. All right, so what you're trying to do is you are trying to basically solve puzzles of missions. There's going to be 6 module cards, which are going to look like this. Look like this. They're going to have special abilities that you can use and a direction in which they move. And you're going to have missions that look like this. You're trying to get the cards in that pattern to complete the mission. You need to complete 7 missions before you either can't use any cards from your hand or don't have any special abilities on your modules. Then you lose. That's it. So let's go out of the table. Check it out. All right, so here's a game of ROVE all set up. So ROVE is a solo only game. And the way you're going to set up is you're going to shuffle the 6 modules and put them out like this in some, randomly order. You're going to pick a mission off the mission deck, which I've done. We're going to do jump. So this is the mission. You're going to shuffle the rest of the mission cards, deal 5 of them face up, which are going to be your movement, and the other ones will be over here as new missions to complete, or movement cards, whichever one you need to draw. All right, so let's go ahead and go. So on your turn, what you're going to do is you're going to pick a card you want to use for movement. Cards are going to do a couple things. They're going to give you an immediate movement action, so I can just spend this card for 2 movement points. Each of these modules are going to move in a different way. Or if I have the appropriate modules next to each other, as laid out on the grid here, I will get bonus movement that's on the bottom. So this could be a possible 4 movement card instead of 2, which is nice. So let's go ahead and get rocking. All right, let's see. So let's look at the modules before we get going, I guess. So the modules are right here. They're going to do different things. They're each going to have a different way they move. This icon right here is going to move 1. It will move anything adjacent. So there's an imaginary grid out here. The grid is ever extending, whatever you want to do. So if I wanted to move, this would move anything that's adjacent to it if it moves. So I could go like this, or I could push down, or I could just take this up. As long as something is connected by at least a corner, we're good to go in movement, okay? This one can move any direction, and this can only go up, down, left, right, so it can't go like this. That's not a legal movement. So this one can move as far as it wants over any modules that it wants in one action. So for one action, I could go over here. Cross modules, it doesn't matter. You're free to move however you want to move, okay? And then this one, move as far as it wants, but it can only go up, down, left, and right. This one can only go diagonal as far as it wants. This one can only move 1 space. So it would just any direction, but only 1 space. And it can't push anything. So it's got to be clear to be able to move. And this one can move any direction, but it has to move over another module. So it can move like this. It can move like this. It can move diagonal like this. It could not move like this because it's not over another module. And then each of them also have a special ability that when you activate it, you'll flip it over to show you that that module is no longer active. And that's that. All right, well, let's go ahead and go. So we're going to pick a card to play. And we can't use any of the special abilities because we don't have any of those patterns yet. So let's see. We're also using the Fantastic Flora expansion, which will give cards like this. It'll give you 2, and then if you've used this power and you're in that formation, you can refresh it to get another 2. That's the only difference really. It's just more cards, and it gives you cards like this. So let's play. We want to start with a bunch of actions, so let's do this one. All right, so we're going to play this one. When you play a card, you can see there's little like dashes on it. That you're going to be spinning this as you take action, so you know how many you have left. All right, so we're trying to get this formation here. However we can do that. Let's go ahead and slide this up a little bit. I'm going to make sure you can still see that on the camera. Oh yeah, plenty. All right, good. So we'll slide that up a little more. Okay. Now, we're trying to move stuff into this pattern. So it can be like this. We're good on the top. Now we got to get these two down here. All right, so let's go ahead and try to do that. So we have 3 movements. So let's see. We're going to go one movement diagonal. Okay. So now we have 2 movement left, 2 hashes. And then 1 movement. So that's 2. Then for our 3rd movement, we will slide this one over. And now we've defeated this. We've successfully completed this mission. And this card is done because we've used it all up. All right, now we get another mission. So we draw this, put it like this to let us know that we get another mission. We're trying to complete 7 missions before we run out of cards, can't draw any cards, or have used up all the special abilities on the cards. When you also complete a mission, you get to draw a new card into your hand. All right, so let's see here. Now we're trying to do this. Of course, it doesn't go with anything that we have out there. That's awesome. All right, let's do another 3. So we'll bring this one out. 3 actions, 3 movements. All right, so we're going to go like this. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. That's all that card. Probably not the smartest use of actions, but that's fine. Now we'll do we have any of these patterns here? Almost. So let's use this card. So we have 2 actions. Okay, so then we will do 1, 2. That one's done. We only need 1 more action now, but yeah, so we'll just use this one. That's fine. We'll use this one for the 1 action, and we're going to move this one down 1, just like that. And boom, we have completed that mission as well. All right, sweet. So that gets discarded. We get a new mission. We draw another card. Okay, so these are the movement cards. All right, let's do 1 more mission. So we need to get drill. We need a drill. Place any module. Okay, so first thing I want to do is I want to use this power on this. Place any module adjacent to the brain. So adjacent is any of these spaces. So we're going to go right there. Okay. Now we got to pick a card. And I think I want to use this one. So we got 2 moves. We got the drill here. We'll move this up. We'll move this over. So that's 2. Again, there's probably better ways. I'm just showing you how the game works. I'm going to use this special ability. Draw 1 movement card because I want to have another movement card. Okay. And now I got to play a card. Let's grab this one for 2. So this one can slide all the way up here for 1. And then this one, activate ability, activate adjacent modules ability, place 1 module adjacent to brain. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Activate adjacent modules ability. This is adjacent. We're going to move this adjacent to brain, which is corner to corner, according to the rules, is adjacent. So we have successfully fulfilled this mission. All right, and then we are now done. We get another mission, and then we draw another card, and then we keep going. And you're going to keep playing until you have completed 7 missions, or you've lost the game. And that's how you play ROVE. Let's go up the top, see what they think about it. All right, well, that was ROVE. So first off, the production is just cards, but I love the art. The art is adorable. These little rovers are adorably cute. It's like really like faint art. I just like it. It's silly. The graphic design of the cards, it's great. Tells you what you get. If you get the bonus, you also get this. Pretty clear. The movement on the cards, pretty self-explanatory. It is listed in the rule book, like what they do, because they have different icons, so you can see there. The rule book I have has a little bit of a misprint, but it's effectively the same. So yeah, it tells you what all of them do, so you know how they move, all that kind of thing. I like it. I don't have a ton to say. This is actually the first button check game I've played, and if they're all like this, I need to check them out. It's fun. They cram a ton of games into a little 18 card game, and I don't know how they do it, but it's awesome. I have liked this one quite a bit. So yeah, I don't have much to say about it. It's a little game, short review. So let's just get to it. This is going to get a BGM Accept the Seal. This is going to get an 8 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4 out of 5 wrenches on an arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing. But we like to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that is ROVE from Mutton Shy Games. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics. And as always, keep gaming.